Question: what would you do if you somehow developed the power of telekinesis?
It's so difficult to comprehend.
Come on, be honest.
Oh my God!
From 1982, this is Zapped. I'm Jay Harangue and I've wasted hours of my life watching terrible films.
You should subscribe.
This is Barney and he's the main character.
Hi.
He's a senior at Emerson High School and he does science experiments. His best friend is Peyton, and somehow, despite being 5'6", wearing a cardigan, having gappy teeth, hair like this, and always walking around with a camera, he's the coolest guy in school.
Are you serious?
Yeah, just don't ask any questions.
Okay.
Peyton regularly harasses head cheerleader Jane, played by Heather Thomas, who, if you're as old as me, you may recognise as the girl from The Fall Guy. That's the TV show with Lee Majors, not the film with Ryan Gosling. Anyway, there's a big baseball game on Tuesday, and everyone's really excited. Barney is the team's statistician, but Coach Dexter has promised to let him bat once this season, so that's going to be happening. Oh yeah, Peyton is also the star player on the baseball team.
Right.
Bernadette writes for the school paper, and she needs to take photos of Barney near the special orchids he's been growing for the principal. But Peyton tells her to go away because there's no photos in the lab, leaving Barney alone. Somehow a chain of events leads to this accident in the lab, and Barney passes out. Oh well, never mind, time to go home. It's here we meet Barney's ridiculous parents, who are always bollocking him, even though he doesn't deserve it.
You're right, I don't deserve it.
His dad's like, "Where have you been?" And Barney's like, "I was working at the science lab."
I think this laboratory nonsense has gotten out of hand.
Now, you'd think that most parents, especially weird ones like this, would be okay with that as a reason to be late home. But no, Barney's parents want him to start going out with girls, and they're really not prepared to let this go.
Your mother and I are very concerned. Son, roll up your sleeves.
What's going on?
That's right, they think Barney's been taking drugs.
Are you a junkie, son?
To put it bluntly, no.
All right. We'll discuss it further in the morning.
Cheers, Dad. The next day at school, Bernadette is still desperate to interview Barney about science, but Peyton's like, "Leave him alone. We've got a poetry class with Miss Bernhard." It's in poetry class we meet Gary. He's a totally pointless character, but I just thought I'd point him out because he looks like an absolute twat.
Yep.
He's about to read this poem out for the class.
It's called Chicks.
Yeah. But Barney's not interested in Gary's poem. He's too busy fantasizing about Jane.
Barney? Are you hiding something?
But it's okay because Barney has somehow managed to unlock and open this cabinet, which makes a map fall on Miss Bernhard. Why is she acting as if she's being waterboarded? No idea, but that's what's happening. After class, Peyton points out that Jane looks good today.
Sure does.
So he goes and asks her out, but she's like, "No thanks, I'm going out with Rob, and he's in college." While that conversation is happening, Barney is staring at Jane's tits.
Boys will be boys.
Wow.
Wow.
Jane's like, "Oh my God, how did that happen?" And oh no, here comes Rob. Jane's like, "It's okay, Rob, the wind blew them out."
Really?
And Rob's like, "I better not catch you two near Jane again, or I'll break your faces."
Oh no!
As they leave,
What are you? Some kind of pervert?
Peyton's like, "How did that happen?"
I don't know.
But Barney does know. He's figured out that he can control objects with his mind. But oh no, Bernadette's seen him doing it. And oh no, so has Peyton. They come into the lab and Bernadette wants to tell everyone. How are they ever going to convince her to keep this quiet?
We'll shock the scientific world.
We gotta keep this thing to ourselves.
You're right. Nobody can know.
Okay, that wasn't difficult, was it?
Not at all.
So now it's time for Barney to go back home to his parents.
Did you bring me that milk like I asked you to?
Oh, I forgot it.
You better explain yourself.
He did. He said he forgot it.
Starting tonight, you are grounded.
For forgetting the milk? Grow up, Dad. Then up in Barney's room, he starts moving this spaceship toy, and there's this weird Star Trek scene. His mum comes in, sees weird stuff going on, and assumes Barney is possessed. More on that later, but not much, actually, because it's crap.
Yes. Yes, it is.
I should point out at this point there are a number of scenes and side plots that I'll be deliberately ignoring, like the marijuana plants Barney keeps behind the principal's orchids, Miss Bernhardt being in love with the principal, and Coach Dexter getting stoned and imagining himself riding bikes with Einstein.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, it's all pretty tedious. No doubt I'll get comments telling me that I just don't understand the film again. While I don't claim to be a genius, I can assure anyone watching that I have no problems understanding a teen sex comedy. While I'm at it, I'm also neither a prude nor am I woke. Oh, these are all things I've been accused of, as if I'd have some moral objection to sex comedies when I've done a video on a film called In Rearendance Day. Personally, if I wanted to knock one out, I'd go on a number of other available sites where I wouldn't have to skip through 90 minutes of crap just to get to the parts I needed.
What?
I don't have all day.
Okay, then.
Anyway, back to the film. The next day at school, it's the big baseball game and Barney uses his powers to help the team field. But oh no, up next is the opposition star player, Nathan Too Mean Levine. This is pretty poor casting in my opinion, because not only does this guy look about 30 years old, but he also appears to be severely disabled.
True.
He hits a home run, but after that, Barney uses his powers to keep the game close, while Rob blows kisses to Jane and the school mascot gropes one of the other cheerleaders.
Okay.
At the bottom of the 9th inning, Barney finally gets his first at-bat of the season. Yeah, Barney hits a home run, the team wins, and Nathan Levine cries. Right, I think this is now a school trip to the theme park Magic Land, but I'm not sure. If it is, I'm wondering why Jane's boyfriend Rob is there, despite being in college. Anyway, Barney uses his powers to make Peyton look really good in front of Jane, and Rob gets in a mood, so challenges Peyton to a drinking contest. They end up belching, and Jane thinks this is disgusting.
You guys are disgusting.
Ew.
First one to puke is a loser.
Ooh, Rob's thrown down the gauntlet, but Barney's going to rig this by making Rob's whatever this thing is go faster than everyone else's. So yeah, Rob pukes and Peyton's the winner. And now Rob's gone home, Peyton can crack on with Jane. But oh no, Jane and Bernadette are approached by these two. I'm not sure what this guy is hoping to achieve with that hair and that face.
Very unfortunate.
But anyway, Barney and Peyton tell them to back off. Then there's this fight.
Whoa!
Jane and Bernadette are really impressed by that, so now it's a double date. Peyton manages to get Jane back to his room where he turns the camera on without her knowing and tries to get her drunk.
I don't want you to do anything you don't want to.
You don't?
No.
Really?
I have way too much respect for you, Jane.
Yeah. Right.
And then they bang. Barney has taken Bernadette back to his house where they kiss. So now they're in love and we get a montage of them doing stuff together, like playing tennis, badly, and using Barney's powers to ruin this guy's fun with his remote control plane. And then they bang. On a mattress, Barney's moved with his mind into the school science lab.
Really?
Really?
The next day, they ride bikes together and Bernadette is really excited about them going to the prom together. But when Peyton shows up and convinces Barney to use his powers to rig a roulette game at Rob's frat house, she's livid. But they do it anyway and here they are, yeah. And oh no, Rob and his friends are trying to cheat too. But their magnets are no match for Barney's powers. Barney wants to leave, but Peyton's like, no, we need more money. So Barney gets in a mood and makes this roulette wheel go up in the air and smash the table. So that's that finished. The next morning, he apologizes to Bernadette for doing the gambling thing. So they're still going to prom together.
Good.
Barney's mum has brought 2 priests around the house to perform an exorcism, but Barney's not having this ruin prom night, so he distracts them with his ventriloquist dummy. And here we are at prom, where people are dancing like this. Let's have the prom king and queen announcement, shall we?
Yes.
Shock horror, the prom queen is Jane.
What?
Oh, thank you. I love you all.
Prom king is Peyton.
Oh, come on.
As is tradition, the king and queen have to dance together, and Peyton uses this as an opportunity to try to force himself onto Jane. Rob's not happy about this at all, so later he confronts Peyton at the punch table. Peyton's like, have some of this, and hands Rob a photo he took of himself having sex with Jane. Now, why that was the best course of action, I have no idea. It does, though, give Peyton a chance to escape. But oh no, he's being chased. Then Barney sends Rob flying into the punch table and everyone laughs. Jane then throws a watermelon at Barney and it hits him in the head like this. These kids start laughing, so he's like, right. Barney clearly enjoyed that, because he then makes the wind crash into the hall and blow everyone's clothes off. This leads to some questionable behaviour, not least by Coach Dexter.
Oh, no, you don't. You son of a bitch. What?
Yeah, not what you'd expect from anyone allowed to work with kids, but whatever. Anyway, then the fire hose comes loose, hits Barney in the head, and his powers have gone.
What?
Oh no, they haven't, as he's able to Cinderella Bernadette back to his house. And that's the end of the film. So until next time. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. And please consider joining my Patreon. There's a link in the description. Thank you.